Hi guys, so today I wanted to go ahead and do my 5 questions, one take. This was a tag that I found on YouTube. I want to say Natural Dane was the first person I saw that had completed it. And I want to say the originator of the tag was and so on. So on. I'll make sure to tag them or give them their proper credit in the description box. So question number 1 was, if you could choose one place to live, if you could take a 1-year sabbatical and choose one place to live, where would it be and why? That's kind of a hard question for me because my initial response is to do someplace tropical. So one of the Caribbean islands, or like Bahamas, Jamaica's, or Puerto Rico, someplace that'll be very tropical, very warm, very southern, wonderful hospitality. But I also wouldn't want to live there during hurricane season. Being a Hurricane Katrina survivor, I could never go through another hurricane again in life, and I would be so okay with that. So I would say, with that in mind, I would say maybe California. Simply because they have great weather year-round, and then there's enough places and things to do in the state. Like I could take a fashion course. There's plenty of things that I could do to keep me occupied, and then also enjoy the great weather. Question number 2 was who was your favorite teacher and why? My favorite teacher was Mrs. Mahatha. She was a teacher that had the most impact on my life. She was very critical in helping me to make better choices about a relationship that I was in high school, which became a life lesson on how to deal with relationships, period. She wasn't a very motherly figure, but she was very frank and direct with me, and that was what I needed at the time. We currently are still we're friends on social media, and we keep in touch with each other. She's currently now Dr. Mahatha, and it's great to see the women that inspired you as a child to connect with them again as on an adult level. So she's definitely would be that person for me. Question 3 was, name 3 things you're good at besides sewing. So the 3 things that I'm really good at besides sewing is, 1 is planning. I'm an excellent planner. This has been evidenced in my kids' birthday parties. I take a lot of pride in planning like an experience that hopefully they will remember long from now. So everything from the invitations to the decorations, the decor for the party, the actual events. I try not to just have just cake and ice cream parties for my kids. So they usually have some sort of activity. And my goal with my kids' parties is always to wear them the fuck out. Like, I want my kids and their friends to leave away exhausted so they can take a nap. Another thing that I'm good at is being a good friend. I'm not a hovering type of friend, but I am one of those clutch type of people that when you need me, I'm there. And I'm somebody that you can count on to be there for you. The third thing that I'm really good at, which is going to sound crazy, is cutting people off. A lot of times people allow relationships to linger for sentimental reasons or because they're afraid, but I am not that person. Once I've had my fill of you, or once I see that the relationship can no longer go forward in a productive manner, I can cut you off, and it's like you never existed. Some may say that that's not a good thing, but for me it works. And I think that a lot of people could definitely benefit from having that trait. So those are 3 things that I'm good at. I know that a lot of people chose things that were more creative based, and I'm good at a lot of other creative things, but those are 3 things that I'm really good at. So planning, being a really good friend, and cutting people off. That sounds crazy. The 4th question was, Do you cook? Yes, I do cook. What food or what meals or dishes am I do people request from me? It would be my Southern Creole style dishes. So the one dish that I've been making a lot more frequently now is a jambalaya, and it's like this cross between gumbo and jambalaya. It's a tomato based stew, and it's really, really good. It's really hearty, and it has all those Cajun spices. So that's what I've been making and been getting a lot of requests for lately. A lot of people, the first thing people ask me about when they find out I'm from New Orleans is, can you make me some gumbo? In St. Louis? Nope. Because the ingredients that I'm used to using to make gumbo, they're hard to find here in St. Louis. And if you do find them, they're not fresh, or they're very, 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 very expensive. So, I just rather not make gumbo. And then the fifth question was, what is your favorite sewing pattern, your most used sewing pattern? And that pattern for me is definitely McCall's 6886. That is my pattern. When I haven't sewn for a while, I always start with that pattern because it looks great in a solid, it looks great in a print, it looks great in a really stretchy fabric. You can make it body kind so that it's fitting every curve, or you can make it where it's more modest. You can change the neckline, long sleeve, short sleeve, no sleeves, and you can make it probably in about an hour. So that's my favorite pattern. It always gets my mojo going, and for me, I definitely like to start with a easy pattern when I am sewing. When I haven't sewn for a long time, that's one of the patterns that definitely gets my mojo going, my sojo going. So yeah, those are the 5 questions, one take. And I think I talked a little bit too long, but life is what it is. And sometimes I like to talk, and y'all gonna let me talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video today. Today is also Vlogmas Day 15. So more than halfway there. I have 10 days left of Vlogmas. So